Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another workout. Today I have a killer functional core circuit for you. We're going to be focusing on building functional strength and stability, as well as rotational power and rotational and anti-rotational strength. We're also going to be doing this in a circuit style format so that we're torching a ton of calories, helping us stay lean and helping those abs really show and pop. I'm going to be breaking down every single exercise, showing you guys proper techniques so you guys get the most out of each exercise and get the most out of the workout. So without further ado, let's get to work. Exercise number one, we have the single arm suitcase march. We're going to go 30 seconds holding the bell on one arm and then 30 seconds holding the bell on the other arm. I want you going as heavy as you possibly can while maintaining excellent technique throughout to get the most out of this exercise. If you don't have access to kettlebells, you can absolutely use a dumbbell instead. So we're going to be focusing on anti-lateral flexion with this exercise with a dynamic component, making it even more challenging and requiring more stability. So we're going to start off chest up, nice and tall. We're going to pull the shoulders down and back, making sure this weight stays off to the side of the body. This weight should never be resting on your body at any point in time. The further out we hold this weight, the more challenging this is going to be. So this is wanting to pull the core down, so it's forcing this side as well as the contralateral, so the opposite side of the core, to really stay engaged and locked in to maintain really good alignment throughout this exercise. So we start off again, chest up nice and tall, shoulders down and back. We're gonna start off by pulling the knee up above the crease of the hip, maintaining good alignment. So we're gonna dorsiflex the toes, so point those toes to the ceiling, really making sure, again, bringing the knee above the crease of the hip. So 30 seconds one side, and you'll quickly switch 30 seconds on the other side. As soon as you finish the single arm suitcase marches, you're gonna go right into the stability ball plank saw for 25 reps. So remember, this is circuit style workout, so very minimal rest in between exercises until we finish the very last exercise. So with this exercise, we're focusing on anti-extension. If you don't have access to a stability ball, you could use a foam roller or even maybe a softer, larger medicine ball and still get a lot out of this exercise. So we start off in the forearm plank on our ball. So using a ball is going to bring an added level of instability, making it more challenging, forcing the core to work even harder to begin with. So we're in that forearm plank. It's important that our shoulders are protracted, so we're not like this depressed. We're protracted on our ball. Quads are flexed, glutes are engaged, and abs are tucked in. So I don't want you bulging those abs out. I want you tucking and sucking those abs in the entire time in this plank position. So we're here, we're locked in. We're gonna extend the arms out as far as we can while maintaining good alignment. So if you extend all the way out and your back starts to arch, you start to feel pain in your back, you've gone too far. So lock in that plank, go as far out as you can while maintaining good technique. This is the tempo that I wanna see with this exercise throughout. So again, 25 reps before moving on to the next exercise. Next up, we're getting into a landmine exercise. It's gonna focus on building rotational and anti-rotational strength, and we're gonna be building some power with this movement. So we have the split stance, kneeling, landmine core rotation for 10 reps per side, going as heavy as you possibly can while maintaining excellent technique to maximize your strength gains and maximize muscle growth. Now, if you do not have access to a landmine, you can very easily perform the same exact movement pattern holding a kettlebell or holding a dumbbell in your hands. So we're gonna start off again in that kneeling position, core is braced. We're gonna grab the end of the landmine. We're gonna pull it down towards our side of that bent leg. I want you pulling your elbow back behind your body, keeping it tight to your body to really engage the oblique on this side. From here, somewhat explosively, we're gonna pull the landmine up to the midline and we're gonna stop and decelerate that weight. So that anti-rotational component comes in, decelerating that weight, again, bringing power from the bottom and then lowering down with control. So never at any point in time do we lose tension on the core with this exercise. So we start out here. So again, 10 reps per side before moving on to the next exercise. Next up, we have a flexion / anti-extension exercise from the supine position. So laying on our back in the weighted slow V-ups, using kettlebell, dumbbell, or whatever you have is gonna offer some resistance. We're hitting 12 total reps, focusing on lowering as slowly as we possibly can on every single rep while maintaining excellent technique. So pick a weight that is very challenging, that brings you almost to very close to failure on every single set. So we're gonna start off, again, lying on our backs. We need to establish our hollow body position. So lower back pin to the ground, really pin the belly button to your spine so we don't wanna be bulging those abs out. Really pin that belly button down to the spine. Feet are together, toes are pointed, quads are flexed, and then arms are gonna be overhead. So we're gonna be holding that weight overhead, so it's gonna be really challenging to maintain good hollow body position when our arms are extended, so really focus on proper form. So we're gonna grab our weight in that hollow body position. From here, we're gonna lift up, reaching up for the toes, and then slowly lower back down to that starting position. So anti-extension right here. Then we have our flexion. So really reach up for those toes and then slowly lower down with control. Now, if holding a weight is too challenging, obviously just go to your body weight and modify as needed. Again, 12 reps before moving on to our final exercise of the circuit. Now we finish off the circuit with the band Payoff press to power rotation for 10 reps per side. So we're focusing on anti-rotational strength and rotational power with this movement. So I want you guys using a light to medium at the very most resistance band. So nothing more than a medium resistance band. I want you anchoring the band to something very sturdy, right about chest level. Now, one of the keys to this exercise is making sure we have constant tension on the core. So we need to walk out far enough from our anchor point that we keep constant tension. So we need to walk far enough out that this tension is already starting to pull us in back towards that anchor point. So already we established that anti-rotational component just holding the band right here. So now we're gonna be in a squat stance. We're gonna point those toes straight ahead. We're gonna start off with the Payoff press. So this is a fantastic anti-rotational exercise to begin with. So we're gonna press all the way out, keeping those hands right on the center line. So we don't want those hands coming in at all. So we're fighting against that rotation with that Payoff press. So from here, we're gonna pivot on the foot closest to the anchor point, and we're gonna rotate with power through the tension of the band. So keep your arms as straight as you can and really let the core and the hips do all the work and power the body through that rotation. So if we start here, we're gonna press out, power through that rotation. Once you guys finish the Payoff press to power rotation, I want you to rest 60 seconds, and I want you to do this circuit for 3 total sets. This is a circuit that you can do 2 to 3 times a week to really start seeing those functional core gains. Also, if you have any questions about the circuit or about any of the exercises, make sure to leave those questions in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more workouts like this one, and until the next workout, I'll talk to you guys soon.